We are ready. Hey, Leonard, we are ready to kick it off. I'll be remiss if I didn't say today is September 11th. So please do remember families, firemen, police, everyone that gave their time and their lives in many cases 24 years ago. So never forget and just take a moment to say a prayer for all of them that were impacted by that horrific act 24 years ago. So on that note, I wanted to share, let's kick off like I normally do. There's usually always somebody new here because they find out about my masterminds and they join, which is perfectly fine. So I want you to obviously bookmark the Real Estate AI Flash, which is the podcast site for all things that I do with AI, as well as the name of the podcast. And all the podcast links are here. But most importantly, there is a weekly newsletter that goes out every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Welcome to subscribe to it. But all of the mastermind materials are here. When you click that, you will see session 12, as you see here from last week. And after I'm done with this, I'll post this, session 13. And this will be the last scheduled, like every other week, Thursday session for the mastermind. The reason being, there's been a lot of changes with AI. So what I'm hoping to do starting in October, so we will not have the next session on September 25th. You will see this link, and if you're registered for any of the previous sessions, you will get an email. I'll pick a date in October. Once a month, I'll do a mastermind that will sort of bring you up to speed, share some new best practices, almost like an ongoing mastermind that is not organized by topic, because topics can change. But my goal is to help you become skilled with AI. So we're going to try to move to a once a month schedule. There's no session 13 will be our last organized session, but we will have a monthly mastermind that will bring the things I'm learning, things I'm seeing, best things to bear, so you don't have to kind of be on the information overload that you're on. But this site will still remain. All of the information is here. If you want to go watch any of the previous episodes, you click the hamburger link and go all the way down to session 1, and session 13 will be there this afternoon sometime. Okay, so that's that. And what I want to do now is start with, since we're talking video, I want to play I was at the Housing Wire AI Summit in August. I did a fireside chat with a brokerage leader on stage, and they played a video. Housing Wire is a real trend, like a news organization. They played a video about, it's all done with AI. So since we're talking video and AI, I figured I should play the video here as a kickoff to our segment today. And the purpose of the video was they asked AI, what would be the impact of AI for housing in the year 20, 30, 40, and 50? And it's a couple of minutes long, but I think you'll get a lot out of it. And it was all done with AI, even putting together the video. So I want to share that video with you. We'll kick it off, and then I'll go into specific tools, etc. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? All right, so here is the video that I am gonna play.
Artificial intelligence becomes the backbone of housing finance and operations. The onset of intelligent housing tools becomes standard practice, and the industry builds off this foundational moment. Housing professionals who use AI regularly stand out from the rest of the industry, becoming the early pioneers of the disruption to come. Human jobs are enhanced, not replaced. Robotics, empowered by AI, radically reshapes construction. Large-scale 3D printed housing goes from concept to reality. These construction sites are operational 24/7 with minimal human supervision. Build time is cut by 80%. Costs are cut by 30%. City planners use AI to simulate population growth, zoning impacts, and climate resilience. Smart homes become standard as predictive AI detects maintenance needs before they happen. The day-to-day of an agent shifts. They manage AI agents they train to be like them. Smart contracts powered by blockchain enable automated, transparent, and instantaneous closings. Thanks to automation and prefab construction, entry-level homes become affordable again in satellite suburbs. AI is now consistently listening, watching, and sensing the homeowner to adapt to their mood and mental state. Furniture layouts, lighting, and climate all change based on biometric feedback. Kitchens auto-stock and cook, rooms clean themselves, laundry is done automatically. AI architects and designers make custom homes based on detailed lifestyle analysis, personal preferences, and predictive behavior modeling. A decade of AI adoption has now passed, setting the stage for an unprecedented shift. After a decade of 3D printing and automated construction entering the industry, the barrier to entry for home buying is drastically reduced. Governments begin testing universal housing programs enabled by AI supply chain optimization and ultra-low-cost builds. New developments are run entirely by decentralized AI cooperatives that self-manage resources, energy, food production, and even governance. Multifamily buildings start to experiment with having no human staff. AI handles leasing, maintenance, tenant disputes, and even community events. Beyond 2040, we move from disruption to transformation, exploring what becomes possible when AI transcends today's limitations. As augmented reality enters mainstream adoption, AR and AI combine to transform homes into immersive, shape-shifting digital physical hybrid habitats. The resurgence of remote work allows workers to live anywhere. Real estate value shifts from urban-centric to experience-centric. Human architects and home designers become creative directors, guiding AI systems rather than drafting blueprints. Homes now possess memory and evolution. They learn from decades of use, improve themselves, and guide occupants across generations. 100% of new homes are built by autonomous systems, drones, bots, and printers. Human roles have completely shifted to creativity and oversight. The first legal frameworks emerge, allowing AI entities to own, lease, or manage housing assets autonomously. The age of neural housing integration is here. Homes wirelessly connect directly to occupants via brain-computer interfaces, creating shared emotional environments. Homelessness is eradicated in developed nations thanks to hyper-efficient AI supply chains. And universal access to dignified housing has become a reality in most advanced economies. Entire AI-designed cities emerge, adapting, scaling, and evolving based on human well-being metrics and ecological feedback loops. The question isn't whether AI will transform housing. The question is, will you be ready when it does?
Well, okay. What do you think of that video? Um, well, look, here's how I look at it. Even if a quarter of that is true, our lives will be transformed in the future. And I think the best thing we can do is that the more familiar you are, the more understanding you are of the technology, you will, everything was created by AI. There will be some problems, power, nuclear power, war, all of those things. If the world is moving to that and it gets solved, it is a world, a part of that world we're going to live in, okay, or our kids will live in. And I give this analogy that when I bought my first car, it was a manual transmission, which I was used to in India. Uh, yes, Smith, I would love that as well. So it was a manual transmission, and on that day when I purchased the car, could I have imagined? Recently, I was traveling and I sat in a driverless car, Waymo. If you go to California, you can experience it. Would I have seen that day coming? Probably not. But now, how many of you can see that day is imminent? So, part of this is obviously predictive. Even if half of that is true, our lives are going to transform. And everybody will become a creative director, as it talks about. And as I shared in the previous session, session 12, there are three types of workers that are emerging. And I'll get off this topic. Ties it, and the whole thing was designed done by video. The video was created completely by AI, the script and the build of the video, the whole thing. So you can see the power of video, obviously. And we'll get into 3 tools that I want to share with you, live examples as well. So the 3 workers, the 3 types of workers is the first is I want to come with the human worker, okay? I'll come back, and then the next one is digital worker. The third is robot workers. You saw a lot of the robot workers in the video. The middle one is digital workers. This is what I call as AI agents that do stuff on your behalf. That's what session 12. If you didn't catch that, go watch it. I shared a lot about the middle one, digital workers. And those will do research. They will do all of the things that you may not want to do or aren't good at. Let me focus on the thing that you need to protect, and we all need to do this. What is the role of the human worker? Critical thinking, emotional intelligence, empathy, and the last mile, which is human connection and relationships. That is what you invest in to take that to the next level, because you get some time back, collapse time, doing all the things that digital workers can help you do, right? That's the journey we're on, okay? Okay, so enough of that. Let's get into some practical stuff. So the first tool I want to share with you, and the homework has all this, so you're welcome to take notes, but it's going to be documented there. Okay, first tool I want to share with you is Opus Pro. And if you're familiar with it, you know, but the purpose of Opus is very simply, it takes a video, I call it long form video, anything that's over 5 minutes. Think of you talking about a neighborhood. Let's say you created a video talking about all things why people should live in a certain neighborhood. It's a long video. Let's say you talk for 10, 15 minutes about the benefits of a neighborhood. And you drop the link here. I'm going to show you some examples. I use it every week for my podcast. You can upload it, and you can simply click Get Clips, and it will give you vertical short clips, and it gives you scoring for how you can go viral. And I've been talking about Opus for a while. And you can see here some of the other things you could do here, okay? I'm going to show you what I do with it here. But it adds captions, AI captions. You can do B-roll. I'll show you. B-roll is when you're talking, you're not always on camera. They're showing some images. I'll show you some examples of that. But if you didn't have Opus to cut long videos to short, you need to get a video editor that needed to watch all of it and then cut it up. It's going to be way expensive. Most of us aren't going to be able to afford it or do it because of time and money. So here's what I did. My I shouldn't say most recent episode. Last week's episode was Omar Rashid. If you haven't heard that, that's your assignment. Episode 88. 23-year-old, sold 70 million so far in his real estate career. Amazing story, and he shares his AI system. So what I do is I record the whole thing on video, right? So here's a video. I uploaded it, and when I click on it, it gives me several clips automatically. Okay, this is the purpose of Opus. And it ranks it on a score. And what this is saying is on a score of 1 to 100, where 100 is the best score, look at when I hover over 99, it's saying the likelihood that this video will go viral on shorts, TikToks, and Reels is very high. And there's a lot of one in the 90s. So I look at the ones in the 90s and I take a couple, and those are the ones I share on social media, okay? Now, imagine and why is it saying 99? Because the hook, the message is awesome, the hook is good, the length is good, the whole thing. All I had to do was upload the video, or you can even give it a YouTube link. So your homework assignment is get a free account on Opus. Again, if you're going to use it regularly, it's a few dollars a month. But for the learnings, you don't need to get an account, paid account. Take any YouTube video, pick one, stick the link in there, Opus, and it'll send you all the clips. That's your homework assignment, okay? But look at how many clips I got from it, from one video. It's probably about 25 clips, okay? There's probably more. And what I do is I've started to trust the scoring over time. And I look at the 90s, and I stay in the 90s because that's a good score. And I simply watch, see this, it says 1 minute. This is 1 minute. This is 1 minute 30, 21 seconds. So it just finds you short clips. So if you record one long video, you got clips for a while, right? So if you want to be content creators and build a brand, Opus is something you should look at. Okay, so and you can obviously let me just stop the share and reshare this, so I can actually share sound. I'm going to play a clip, and we'll get to the questions here as I move from one tool to the other. I know you're posting in the chat. So I could simply go to the 99 and I can simply play this.
I'm in my college dorm room on my own,
And
and
let
I'm
me
in like a
crank the volume
biochem
up.
class or something, and I remember watching a TikTok about this.
Yeah, it's playing, but the volume is a little low. I may need to download, but you get the idea. The concept is you listen to these episodes or clips from 0 to 5,000, my first real estate deal. It's a great episode, by the way, episode 88. You should go listen to it. So anyway, Omar is a great follow on Instagram. He's got 35,000 followers on Instagram and 160,000 on TikTok. And he is killing it in the DC area as a real estate agent. So anyway, so the purpose of Opus, taking long form videos to short and giving you enough content that you can sprinkle on social media. And as you realize, all content, video content is going vertical, real stories everywhere. Okay, so that's really what it does. Okay, so the other thing it does, Opus does a lot of things. For example, same video, I said, and if you record, let's say I have a client meeting, okay, and take permission. Obviously, you want to take consent. I'm on Zoom with the client. I record the meeting. I tell the client ahead of time, hey, I'm going to record it. And if there's some clip that I want to post on social, I'll get your explicit permission. There's no client that's going to say no to that if you take their permission and consent before you post. So I recorded this, and it's a 29, 30-minute episode, right, on video. This is YouTube, but it is vertical, okay? Like side by side. As you know, Zoom, like if you have two people, it is landscape. But what if I want to make the same video top down, like this, vertical, okay? The entire video. This is clips. This is the entire video. So I click on it. Watch this now. It basically turned my entire 27 minutes landscape video to vertical. So if you have like a 3-minute landscape video and you want to convert it into vertical, you just upload it and say, convert this, and look, it just did it. Put me at the top, put him at the bottom, and it's the entire episode, 27 minutes. So Opus has a lot of value. If you're going to do video, it is a must-have, in my opinion, as of this session. Okay. All right. So let me go back to the home and kind of look at the questions here really quickly. So AI created, only on long videos, not three. John, I'm not positive with your question. I would say anything that is north of 5 minutes, I would consider long videos because you can clip it to 30 seconds. So one of the things you'll notice is if you upload a video here, once it's uploaded, it says get clips. When you click that, it's going to say, what do you want the length to be? And it's set to auto. Auto says it's going to figure it out. Okay. Most of you probably should go auto initially, but then over time you can say, you know what, try minute or less, and you can dice it up into minute or less. And if you could see this, let me watch Omar, and then we'll go to the other next AI tool. Most of them should be around a minute, minute 18, 2 minutes, 2:33, 59 seconds. Let's look at a couple. 20 seconds, minute 8. They average around a minute, like 59, 39, so 51 seconds, 48. So because people's we're living in an economy. If you them in anything you're doing that demonstrates your expertise, put it into Opus, you get the clips, and that's what you get Reels for on social media. Okay, so great way to use video. Do the it for what we do, but this is a paid for product if you're going to use it heavily. And I believe it is around 10 to 15 bucks a month, and you pay by the year. I think you get more, and you get credits, pro plan. Let me just kind of see if I can see what I pay for. Yeah, no. I think it's like 150 bucks a year or something like that if you get the pro plan. But again, use it on the free version, then decide. Do this only if you commit to video. Okay? All right. Next one I want to show you is Gemini, which at Fox and Roach, we've launched the paid version of Gemini. So for using video on Gemini, okay, they're promoting nano banana like bananas. We covered that last week. Okay. You need a paid Gemini account for creating videos. Okay. So, but if you're at Fox and Roach, we just launched it 2 days ago. So you have it. You can create up to 3 videos a day. I've maxed out my last 24 hours with 3 videos. So I'm just going to show you how to create them. And then I will show you the videos I've created so you get a feel for it. And you can go create them because I included the video script in your homework assignment. Okay. So you would click create video. And then look, it's telling me you've reached your video generation limit until September 11th, like today, 12:34. Oh, okay, it's like 11 minutes away. Because you can only create 3 because it takes a lot of compute power and they don't want people to just max out. 3 videos in 24 hours, which I've already done. Okay, so you simply click create video, just like create images last week. You write a good prompt. Now, better prompt yields better results, okay? Maybe in a future session, I'll teach about how do you create video prompts for Gemini, but that's a little bit more involved, so I'm going to leave that for a different session. But you can simply say, like here, if I didn't have the video generation limit, it's going to give you some ideas, but you can simply type into it, okay? But what I've done is I've done a few videos. I'll show you the ones I've done. I'll play them, and you can get a feel for the quality of video you can create today, okay? I believe VEO3, that's the name of Google's video tool, Gemini's video tool, is the best in the market because it also does audio synced with video, okay? And I'll show you some live examples that Gemini shared, but I'll show you a couple that I've done, okay? Magical Starbucks drink. I did an ad for Starbucks, okay? That's when I maxed out, I think. Hold on. Let me just show you this on the left. I have done a few videos, so let's get to it. If I can find the chat. One thing Gemini needs to do is ability for delete the chats, so I can actually kill that like ChatGPT does. Okay, magical start. Okay, here it is. Okay, and you should be able to same as system. Let me stop the share and share it again so you can actually hear this. Can you do it 3 a day? The answer is yes. Share. Okay. So I gave it a mega prompt. This same prompt I've included in your homework. So when you get access to this, you can just copy and paste and have a aha moment. Okay. Your video is ready. So this is what I created. Watch this now. So it's 8 seconds only. You can create, but if you are really over time, this number will change. 8 will become 15. You can literally build a whole 30-second to a minute promo if you stitch 8 seconds stuff together, right? That's where this is going, and I'll show you some examples of that. Okay, so watch this. Oh, that's a good drink right there. All right, so that's like a little Starbucks thing, right? Okay, now let me go to a couple of, stop that. Let me go to a couple of other ones I've done, okay? Luxury house drone tour, I did one. Let's see if it plays this. Sometimes after a while it takes the video off, so you can definitely download it. Okay, here we go. IKEA room assembly. I think you'll like this. Oh, look at that. Okay, here we go. I did a bunch of them here. All right, so watch this. This is the IKEA ad. Not that it worked for me. Boom. All from a prompt right here, okay? Okay, so let me show you a couple others. Let me see what else I have here. Oh, I did one for wide cinematic, like a family walking out of a house.
Everything you need starts with trust.
Everything you need starts with trust. Hey, You can put words in there. That's what I want to show you. No, it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. Okay, so let me show you a couple of others before I move to the third tool, Gemini Workspace. I should have renamed this. Video generation, modern, dressing room. I may have shown you this already. Oh no, this is a slightly different one, but you get the idea. Watch this. Look at that. All right, okay, motorbike. Okay, this is something different. Watch this. Any bike fans? Maybe Brad, I don't know if he's on. Brad would like this. He's a bike guy. Okay, all right, so that's that. I do want to show you one more. If I can find it, that would be good. Should have renamed all these to video examples. I have, oh, here we go. I did a drone fly a drone near City Hall, downtown Philadelphia. Virtually, of course, because I don't have drone license. Okay, here we go. Here's the video. Look at how realistic it is for example. That is powerful. Okay, very good. You can do this now on VEO3. Okay, in Google Gemini. All right, let me see. Do you have to pick the video tool? Can you not search? I saw that. I thought, do you have to pick the video tool for video? Stacy, yes. You got to just you simply go into Gemini New Chat, that one right there. Okay, gemini.google.com, create video. You can also do this from when I open up my phone. That's the third tool I'm going to share with you is on the phone. So I'm going to share my phone. I'll show you what you can do there, but definitely you could do this here. And it's also, I think they're sort of promoting it a bit more right here, but it's also under tools. You can see here, see create video with VO. If you do this or do this, it's the same thing, but it's just more in your face here. Okay, so that's Gemini. Okay, let me show you a couple of examples before I pivot to the final tool I want to show you, which is captions. So if you go to Google, I showed you stuff I've done. Okay, let's go next level. Okay, there's a lot more you can do with this. Okay, and I just want you to be aware of this, get comfortable, because you will be able to do like a quick promo. What if that number goes to 20 seconds? If the compute power is there and you can go from an 8-second video to a 20-second video, now you can literally upload pictures of your property and give it the script, and it will create a little promo video for you, which is it's crazy. Okay, you can do this now. I want to show you this really quick. If you upload, create video, see this is add photos, give that a try. You can add a couple of pictures and give it what you want to do with the pictures, and it'll create a video with the pictures. Okay, so there's so many possibilities, right? Okay, so Instagram. I want to show you this on Google's. This is Google Gemini's Instagram page. They have a video gen section. I
The
want to play
tomato can
a
talk
couple of them
and
so you can
shows us how good it can whistle with its mouth.
Yeah, stop. Okay, I want to play a couple of them so you can see what people have done with it. The same tool you and I have access to, right? Okay, let me kind of go to the one that I wanted to show you.
Ocean, it's a force.
Okay, so this one is created by VEO3. It is so realistic that it could actually be a clip in a movie. Listen to this.
A wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
And I've obviously played just
Ocean, it's a
if I click that, it will take me to the post and we can actually listen to this, which I think we should do.
untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light. This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every...
It's crazy. All right. Okay. That's that. Now, I'm going to share my phone for the final tool. So bear with me when I pull up the phone, and then I'll share it with you. And then we'll look at Captions AI. Okay. That would be, there we go. Okay. So I need to share my screen and share my phone. All right. You should be able to see my phone. If somebody can post in the chat, just one, whoever's the first one, say yes. You can see my phone. That would be great. Perfect. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you all. All right. Okay, so let me just show you this really quick, and then we'll sort of wind it down and take any questions. If you have questions, post in the Q&A. Okay, so this is, again, my iPhone app, iPhone home screen. So photography. So I want to show you Captions. So Captions is a paid for app. It does a plethora of things, but I want to show you a few things today. One, if you ever wanted to record a video and you feel like you have a script for it, thanks to Gemini or ChatGPT, you got a script. It gives you a teleprompter. Okay, you can stick it in there and it'll just be in front of you and you can record the video right there. So there's a lot of things you can do. You can also convert the video into a different language. It's 30 plus languages. It gives you captions, like it actually converts your voice into captions, like the name of the app. It also does a few other things, which I want to show you. When you create, like I'll play a couple of videos so you get the idea of what Captions is capable of. So look, they've got some new feature here. You generate a video with AI, you can just type it in. Again, it's not you in the video, it's just images and text moving. Those are all there. But let me show you two examples that I think will bring out the essence of what Captions does for video. If I click this, I want to stop it and then, okay. This was the CEO of Matterport. That was an episode a few weeks ago, maybe months ago. And I put it into Captions. And as the video plays, you'll notice a couple of things. And I'm going to hit play here shortly. It gives the captions, right? Obviously. But it also ingests images based on what the speaker is saying. So we're always not on screen, but our voices are on screen. And sometimes you see that when people are speaking, they show images of a neighborhood, but the voice is still going. That's what they call in the TV world or movie world as B-roll, okay? You can create all that in Captions, okay? So let me play this. So listen to it. Hopefully the audio from my phone through Zoom is coming through. I think I shared, let me stop the share one more time and click that. And yeah, it's going to come through. Hopefully it's going to come through now. All right, let me play this.
I said, hey, Gino, let's go find the most expensive listing in your entire, organization. And let's find out if it's Matterport. Well, that property was a $150 million home on Long Island belonging to none other than Billy Joel.
Yes, this is from the Berkshire Hathaway Laffey Properties. I remember. Yes, go ahead.
Okay? And so you can't even go see that property as a potential buyer unless you show a bank statement that says you have 50 million in liquid assets. It's just crazy, right? And so talk about a way to, first of all, democratize access, to the home. This is 75,000 square feet of indoor outdoor space that we Matterported. The whole thing, the building facades, the lawns, the grounds, the waterfront, amazing, and everything in the house. You could sell tickets to this property as if it was a museum and people would probably pay, right? And so you talk about feeling and emotion, right? Oh, yeah. You go to that Matterport and you look at the craftsmanship and then the stories that were told in.
Okay, I just paused it there just to make a comment. This is the B-roll that you see all across the video. I didn't tell it. You can obviously adjust it. You can adjust the captions here. If I click on it, I can adjust it. There's a lot of flexibility there. So from a raw video of two people talking or you talking, you can get a little bit more of a polished video as you see this. So let me just play the other 40 seconds.
The home and, the sounds and the music that must have been emanating from, Billy's piano when he's working out, music over the weekends and whatnot. You cannot get that from photos. You cannot appreciate this property and in any way, shape, or form. And by the way, the reason we do those, kind of iconic houses, we do a lot more of them now, is it does evoke the magic of what real estate really is all about. And it brings people closer to that magic. And when they feel it, it's like, well, geez, I can do that for my condo I'm trying to sell down the street. And you will get a similar, feeling. Like, yes, it's not 75,000 square feet of Billy Joel. But
all right, you get the idea. So Captions is very powerful for video. Okay, it does a lot of things. I could do a whole session on captions, but let me share another video. So I use this generated video with AI. So let me play this. So remember the last session, session 12, we talked about AI agents, digital workers or digital helpers for the future. I basically gave AI a prompt. Hey, create a short explanatory video on AI agents. Okay. And tweaked it a little bit, but let me just play this and then I'll come back and comment on it. Okay.
AI agents are digital helpers that use artificial intelligence to solve problems and make decisions, just like humans. They can perform a wide range of tasks from playing chess to driving cars and assisting doctors. These AI agents are constantly learning and improving, allowing them to tackle increasingly complex challenges. While the idea of having a personal AI agent may seem futuristic, the technology is rapidly advancing, and one day you may have your own AI assistant to help with everyday tasks.
That was a 29-second video. The script, everything, and all of the stuff that happened there happened in captions. What did you think of that video? It took me like 2 minutes to do. Post in the chat. On a scale of 1 to 10, quality of the video. That's all I want to hear. Not what the content was, but just the quality of the video. Just post 10. Your accent is missed. Okay, good comment there. 8, 9. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for those that sort of took the time. You look younger. Linda. Okay. So a couple of things. And this is a segue into something we'll do in a future mastermind. I recorded the video in captions on and created a digital twin. So that is not me, it's AI Rajiv. And hence the couple of comments you made. It doesn't sound like your voice. There's like, it's very monotone. I look younger. That's how I look, Linda. No, kidding. Okay, so gives you a framework for, that's an AI twin, okay, of Rajiv. It's not me. Captions is not free. It is, last time I checked, it was $65 a year or $10 a month. But there are better tools for AI twins than captions. But if you subscribe to captions, you should play with it. That was a video I recorded of myself probably 6 months ago, and I suspect the technology is much better now. And there is a whole, maybe there's a session I'll dedicate to creating, they call it faceless videos, but creating your digital twin. And it'll look very authentic and very real if that's the direction you want to go. I don't have the time to shoot all these videos, but I want to make sure it's me, authentic, etc. That's a session, but that's an AI twin. And I just wrote the script or had it write the script, and I just looked at it and said, that looks good. Generate, boom. In 2 minutes, I had a video. Okay, so that's discard. So that's so if I clicked projects, let me just kind of show you a couple other things. Add captions, AI edit, AI shorts. What else can you do here? Projects. Okay, so let me just click. Actually, probably, let me see. Not that. Import. Generate a video with AI. Okay, so here, let's watch this. I'm going to try to do something. In 60 seconds or less, create a video explaining the value of hiring a real estate agent. Okay. Let's see what it does. Okay, so it's sort of prompt. Who's the actor? Voiceover. Yes, I'm going to say give it a voiceover. But maybe actually no actor. Let me go to the actor. Twin. New Mirage twin. Female. Male. New Mirage twin. And you can pick characters. But there's a whole AI generate. Let me just generate the script first. Okay, so let's see what it comes up with. And then we'll figure out who's going to do the video. Okay. Okay. You think you can buy a house solo? Good luck. Okay, so look, it came up with something here. So I want to hit generate video in the interest of time. But that's, I took that and just applied it to my AI twin. Okay, so I set the script, but obviously you can train the AI twin to be very close to where you are. And the two tools that if you ever want to look into those, and I'll do a whole session on this probably in October maybe, is HeyGen and Levin Labs. So Levin Labs is voice clone. HeyGen is a video clone, and you can mix the two to build videos. Okay, so anyway, but I just want to show you Captions has a lot of capabilities. Let's give it another minute. Let me see. Okay, so it's queued. We'll let it sit. Let me see if there's any questions here. Have you ever looked? Well, you just said that. Okay. Um, you just started learning, trying to learn CapCut. So Kevin, CapCut has some similar things. Um, it does not have the ability, last I checked, to do the B-roll and some of the AI functions that exist in CapCut. Again, the purpose of me sharing these three tools from Opus to Gemini to Captions is doesn't mean you use all three. Kind of see what fits your business today and pick one up and kind of go to town on it. Okay. Denise, I just mentioned that. Yes, HeyGen and Levin Labs is, in my opinion, the best at video cloning. That is a whole episode, session of Mastermind in general. And let's have this video generate, and then we'll end our session for the day. It is moving along. I'd love to see what this video is with it's completely AI generated, right? Voice and then the character, etc. But you can apply, like I did here, to a digital twin of yourself. You could do that. But I think that's more of a getting comfortable with an AI twin. But if you really wanted to go down that path, I would recommend HeyGen plus Levin Labs as the right tool. And we're going to have to be patient. Okay, so all right. Levin Labs is for audio cloning, voice cloning. HeyGen is for video cloning. Beth. Okay, so this looks like it's going to take a minute, a hot minute, as you can see. And I've not looked at Get Max. I mean, there's other things here you could do that I think there's more added features that you could do here. But I mean, get comfortable with this stuff. It's already crazy good to create. And Kevin, to your point, I mean, some of the things that CapCut does is the AI twin. Captions does, CapCut doesn't do. So it really depends on, the features you're looking for that might gravitate you to the right tool. Because CapCut also, eventually, if you're going to use it a lot, you're going to pay for it for a few dollars. I am really curious, and it's only at 40%. All right. What other questions y'all have? How do you spell? It's Linda Crane. It's 11, the number 11, 11 labs in the chat. That's it. Deborah, I will respond to you in an email. I might actually do a weekly video tip on create a video from my listing photos. I would try Gemini for that. Linda, Amsterdam, that is. There's a few Lindas on the call. The only challenge, I would say, the only challenge with creating a listing video with all the pictures is VEO3 is only 8 seconds long, and that's too short for a listing video. I would suggest, here's a good example. I would suggest putting those in CapCut to create something fun with all of the pictures, right? And that video may be longer, but you'll get one really quickly through that, right? Okay, so there's a couple of questions. Let me answer. Anonymous attendee. Okay. Okay, so Gemini and chat, and so anonymous attendee, you need to go to real estate AI. This is one of the questions that came. I can type that we go to realestateaiflash.com and click on AI Mastermind and click on the. I covered this. Yeah, VEO is only 8 seconds today, Julia. Okay. And captions, CapCut got answered. AI Mastermind, here's where they are, all the Mastermind sessions. So feel free to catch up. Okay, let's go back and see where we are with the. Oh, you know what? You're probably stop. Okay, so 69%. If y'all want to wait another minute and keep asking questions, we will watch that video to see how good or bad it is. Maybe have CapCut training. We will take it under advisement, Kevin. I will wait, Nicole. I'll wait with you. How many photos can you upload into caption? Can you put video clips into to make? Yes, Melissa. I'm like dog on a bone. I want to see what this does now. I'm in. All right, I'm not leaving. It's moving, but not moving fast enough, eh? All right, so let me see if there's any other questions on this. As we're waiting, well, would you choose captions or so Gemini or ChatGPT in my mind are very similar, but Google's Gemini is coming fast and furious. If you don't pay for ChatGPT today, let's take that fork in the road, and your company like Fox and Rich offers Gemini for Workspace, which is really a $20 subscription, you want to dig deep into Gemini. Okay. You will not go wrong if you pick either one. But if you have a free ChatGPT account, but you get the paid one through your company, makes sense to pick Gemini. Perplexity is great for research, and you don't need to purchase Perplexity. Use it as a research assistant. Look at this. Let's watch this video and see how it goes. Okay. Here we go. Okay. 39 seconds.
You think you can buy a house solo?
Where's the
Good
video?
luck. While you're
Hold up. There's no video. It's showing it down here, but it's not showing it up here. Hold on. Let me just try to see if there's. I'm gonna try to save it. Maybe. Let's go play it. Prime.
You think you can buy a house solo? Good luck. While you're Googling what's
Maybe I need to export it. But you can watch it here. It's sort of showing it, but for some reason not showing it up here.
escrow. Your agent already knows the seller's
Love
desperate
the
to close
accent.
by month end. They spot the foundation crack you missed, negotiate repairs you didn't know
Big
existed,
crack in the foundation.
and handle 17 different deadlines you've never heard of.
All right, you get the concept, okay? To create these videos. The wait was futile because I didn't see the actual video, but I will try to export it and try to create. Okay, here we go, Max. You got to get the monthly plan to export stuff. That's probably why I can't do that. All right, but you get the idea. So if you're going to do a lot of it, do a trial, play with it, and then finish up and see what works for you, okay? Deborah, I'm going to do a video on CMA with Gemini and make it the weekly tip for next Monday. So I'm going to do a deep dive on just that section. And because that needs to be a video in itself, and that'll help people on the mastermind. It'll be on my YouTube channel. Here's the other thing, that if you're not following, you're probably missing out on some videos that I'm doing, okay? Because AI changes quite a bit. So if you go to YouTube and simply search, am I sharing my screen? I think I am. Firefox, okay, hold on. And if you just simply search for my name, I should come up. Okay, that's my channel. So if you go to the channel, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, click follow. I'm the owner of the channel, so it's not going to show me the follow button. Make sure you follow, because whenever I upload a new video and it's a topic of interest, it's short, actionable, and you'll be able to see it. So for example, if you go to videos, you will see I've done a 6-minute one on Nano Banana. Okay, I did a blueprint for video CMAs, obviously, but that's a separate topic. I want to do one specifically. How do you use Gemini's deep research, which is available for everyone, to do a pre-CMA that will get you more intel quickly? Okay, so that's the video. So they're all here. All my podcast videos are here. Comet, which I did a video on, 5-minute video. So you'll get a lot of topics. Some will interest you, so chase that down and watch them. But you will not know unless you subscribe to the channel. So make sure you subscribe and be in the know. And that wraps it up for today. That concludes our sequential Thursday, every other Thursday Mastermind series. I will, if you're registered for Mastermind, I will send an email with once a month date that will review all things AI with the focus on, laser focus on, helping you boost your productivity as a real estate agent. We'll do once a month masterminds going forward. Date could be flexible. They'll all be recorded and be on the same channel. Thank you, everybody, for your time. I'm glad you're invested in learning, and be curious and always explore how AI can help you. Great day, everybody. Take care now.